And joining us now to talk more about these strikes is Austin Congressman Lloyd Doggett. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.
First, talk to us about the statement you issued over the weekend. You called Saturday's strikes unconstitutional action, entangling U.S. in conflict. What are your concerns with the U.S. being involved in this?
Well, those are exactly my concerns. I would have to say first, I think we can all be thankful and prayerful that our military forces in Qatar are safe after this Iranian attack. But they should never have been exposed to this danger in the first place. President Trump is just a bundle of contradictions, or as I said, a man of his last word. It's just like his tariff taxes that go up and then go down and then go up again, or his immigration policy, which goes backwards and forwards. Here, just hours ago, he was talking about regime change, and now the most recent tweet I've seen from him talks about peace and harmony in the Middle East. Last week, it was the art of the deal, and then it was the art of the bomb. We don't know, as your report indicated, whether he really accomplished very much, whether the materials that he was concerned with had already been moved out of this facility that they bombed. What we do know is that to achieve a lasting peace, there has to be a diplomatic solution, and that we can not bomb our way to safety here. The president has engaged in a conflict, has joined a war that Israel began against Iran, and he's done so without the approval of Congress in an unconstitutional way. He had plenty of time to come here and make his case for an authorization for this attack to a Republican Congress, but he refused to do that, and instead, just after telling us that he had 2 weeks to contemplate the best way to proceed and to try the bombing that may lead to our involvement in a very extended war of the type that we had in Iran that cost over 4,000 lives and $2 trillion. That's what I want to avoid. And the best way to avoid it is to come, make your case, listen to the debate and discussion. Don't go off with one man trying to control everything as he does on so many other issues.
And after Iran's strike on a U.S. base, what are conversations that are happening amongst lawmakers in Washington, D.C.?
Well, we're going to continue to urge our resolution that he needs to have, before any further engagement in this war, the approval of the Congress, and to continue to raise that issue. We'll have an extensive classified briefing tomorrow to hear and to raise questions about what's going on, to find out whether this fissile material, I don't think they can really be certain that they got what they went for without people on the ground. And that, of course, would endanger more troops and present more problems for us. But I think we need to insist on congressional authorization before there is further engagement and endangerment of our troops and civilians across the Middle East.
All right, Congressman Lloyd Doggett, thank you much for your time today.
Thank you.